So being at Abraham was important for the science. Creasallis being an antibody company, creative antibody solutions company, we really felt that it was Abraham that was the biggest hub for antibody engineering in all of Cambridgeshire. And really, this is really where I really wanted to be because of that. Having companies like Sanofi, Primab, Crescendo, F-Star, Maxion, which was just across here, all these familiar faces that I've known in industry for the last sort of 17 years, really felt like this is the kind of community I need. I could access knowledge, I can access equipment, but I can also share my thoughts about what we were doing for Creasallis, and that's been really helpful. From the business perspective, being at Abraham or being part of the accelerator program already opened so many doors, and having that support network became really important for me. So I was on my own, I am still on my own setting up Creasallis, and being able to tap into the resources here in giving advice was invaluable to me, particularly in the early days when I didn't really understand what we needed to start a business. So having access to the communal labs in Abraham is something unique to Abraham. There are several other sort of communal labs around, but I really feel the kind of the quality of equipment we have here at Abraham really supersedes anything that I've seen in other science parks. It's not just the equipment though, there's a whole support network that goes around it that's really vital for any company starting up that you completely underestimate before you start up. So we're talking about health and safety, facilities, the fact that there's an autoclave that we can use, clean water that we can have access to, distilled water. All of these are really time consuming for companies to set up. A lot of other facilities didn't have them, whereas Abraham does. Any chemicals you're using can all be taken care of through Abraham. Any equipment that breaks down, it's all looked after by Abraham. And so that really gives us an opportunity to focus solely on the science. So as part of the accelerator program at Abraham, we were intro to a lot of CEOs and sort of senior management within the Abraham campus. And so that was quite useful. In particular, I've met people like Tom Weaver from Pet Medics, who has been actually really useful in giving some great advice around, setting up the company, what's important to look out for in the early stages, what networks are worth joining and what are not. And that was also unique to the accelerator program that wasn't available, wouldn't have been available to me otherwise. In addition, there is the Abraham Institute. They've got communal facilities, which is quite unique, flow cytometry in particular, imaging, high content imaging capabilities, which we probably will be needing in the future. In addition to that, there are specific funding between companies in Abraham and the research campus, which is really attractive. There's a lot of expertise in the research campus that companies like us can harbour and tap into, and that will be really useful for us to look to in the future.